Happy Monday to you all. How's everybody? It's episode 18. And it's such a special episode today because we're featuring the incredible Lindsey Webster. Yes, that's right. The incredible vocalist. And we have a bunch of tunes. We have a bunch of my tunes. We have a bunch of her tunes. And we came together. We did a concert about a month ago. And we videotaped it. And it features an incredible band. Keith Slattery on keyboards. Eric Valentine on drums. And Darryl Williams on bass. And so we want to bring it to you guys. And in addition, I got a chance to sit down with Lindsey as well. And we're also dedicating this episode tonight to the Payne family. I'm sure many of you over the years have come in touch with Willie Payne, and we sadly lost him this morning. Just such an incredible man, supporter of music, instrumental in the San Diego Smooth Jazz Festival, but also so many other events, and always a huge supporter of mine and really everybody in the music industry. So our thoughts and prayers are with the Payne family, and I'll touch on that a little bit later as well. But this is for you, Willie. We're going to miss you. We appreciate you so much. And real quick, before we get to the music, like I said, we've got a bunch of tunes and also interview with Lindsey. If you want to help out the show, it's always appreciated. Not required, but always appreciated. It helps us going. And so you can just click on those links in the description, or you can type it in. I got it underneath there. And so there you go. There you have it. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Myself and Lindsey Webster.
All right, yeah. And we hope that everyone has been hanging on all right through these crazy times. But like Adam said, luckily, we still get to share our music with you. This song is one of my favorites that I've ever written, and I hope that everyone out there has been able to still feel the love inside. Take a moment to count your blessings, yeah, and you will find you already know. It's the same thing we all seem to miss, but it's the one thing the vow. There will be new possibilities. Open up your heart and you will see that you got. Don't you know that you got it, babe? All the love. You got all the love that you need inside. You got all the love that you need inside. Let it just flow and take the vow. There will be new possibilities. Open up your heart and you will see that you got. Don't you know that you got it, babe? All the love, yeah. All the love inside. You got the love, the love. You got the love. So let it flow, it won't shake me like, baby, look inside. Woo! Don't you know that you got it, babe? Don't you know that you got it? Yeah. Love inside. You got all the love. Yes.
All right, everybody, this is a tune of mine called Just a Friend. We're going to have some fun with this one. Come on, y'all. All right, come on, y'all, put your hands right here. I see a lot of pretty young things out there. I'll need you all to repeat after me. Here we go, here we go. another tune. This is on my second record, and it's called Traveling Mood. Come on, y'all. If you're ready to have a good time, put your hands right here. Put your hands right here, y'all. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, what's up, Lindsay? How you doing?
Hey, Adam, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good now, and man, I think people really been enjoying the tune so far. This was so cool that we got to connect, even if it was virtually. It was so great to make some music with you.
Absolutely. It's better than nothing.
Right. Well, certainly. And speaking of the times right now, it's so wild. And I know you're not in New York City, but you're in the state of New York. Just give us an idea. What has life been like since March? It's just been crazy times. So what's going on with you?
Yeah. Well, I played in New York City the day before the lockdown hit.
Wow. Okay.
And there was much deliberation about if we should do the show. Our drummer and our guitars were really freaked out. We were kind of freaked out, but still in that phase of is it just another bird flu or whatever, still getting information about what was actually happening and trying to figure out what to believe and stuff. So when they locked everything down, I started taking it pretty seriously after that. And I, in the beginning when I would do my shopping, I would go and buy $300 worth of stuff, and then like get home and like wipe everything down, wipe down my phone, everything. Like I was cleaning like every single day. And then I live in Woodstock, New York, where the cases remained low. Like we were in a very like safe little bubble here. And so once, I think it was like about like a month and a half after everything kind of hit, that I started like not wiping down all my groceries and being like so crazy about it, because I was seeing that, you know, like I said, the numbers were low here, and it seemed like safe enough that I didn't have to do that. And plus it was kind of driving me crazy in its own way. Like, let alone life being canceled and no gigs, no interactions, but like also like white, like it just was, it was overcoming, you know, it was just overwhelming. And so, you know, but we here in New York, like we all did it, we all stayed in, and now we have really, you know, I wouldn't say that we've beaten it, but we have flattened the curve. And it's all thanks to everyone doing it together. And that's what's really important, is people have to all do it together. Otherwise, we're going to stay stuck, you know? You're from Woodstock, you know, just give us an idea how you got started and et cetera. Yeah, well, my parents are very like, you know, I don't know if they would consider themselves hippies, but, you know, free-thinking, hands-off kind of parenting, if you will. Sure. You know, they let me do what I wanted to do in terms of like music. And, you know, some parents are like, oh, go to school, become a doctor, become a lawyer, you know, make sure you're going to be able to pay your bills, all that. My parents would very much let me live in a dream, like my entire childhood into my teens, you know? So anything was possible as far as I was concerned, and as far as my parents were concerned. They were very supportive of, you know, I played, the cello was like my main focus in school. And then, you know, so they were very supportive of that. So after I moved out of the school district, basically, make a longer story short, I lived in a district that, you know, totally supported the arts and music, and it was like really, everyone was encouraged to be part of music, learn an instrument, be in chorus, join band, whatever. So I moved out of a school district that had all that into one that there was not a music budget. And so I didn't own my cello. The lessons were provided by the school. Orchestra was provided by school. All the extracurricular activities that I was involved in, they were, you know, my parents would have to pay like every now and again, I'm sure, or something. But, you know, it was very easily accessible. So, you know, and not to mention that Woodstock, like you said, you were kind of reading the history of the town. It's been like ever since the 20s, an artist colony. So lots of creative types around all the time. A lot of famous musicians live here. So, you know, like go out and see Donald Fagen and David Sanchez and Jack DeJohnette and just be like, oh, hey. And I don't, you know, I would imagine that I didn't know it at the time, but I think that just being around these people, I was like, wow, like these guys are all right here, and so am I, you know, like why couldn't I? And, you know, I was also gifted with a love for singing and a voice. And so anyway, so it all kind of came together, you know, like the stars aligned, and my parents were just proud of me and pushed me to do what I loved. And that's kind of how I ended up, you know, being comfortable enough to really explore my abilities and you know, be vulnerable, because I remember when I was like 11 and 12, when I really like was getting, you know, turning like more into like a teenager, I'll call my friends and be like, hey, I think that I can sing, but I'm not sure. So can I sing this song? So can I sing this song for you? And I would call my friends like after school and get them on the phone, and I'd like sing like Mariah Carey to them, and they'd be like, yeah, it sounds good. And then like I loved doing it so much that I would call like all the time. They'd be like, yeah, Lindsay, it's good. Like, you're really good. I gotta go. You're right. Oh. I loved it so much, and it was nice to get the feedback, you know, from my friends. So that's just like a random memory that just popped into my head.
Oh,
But
that is funny. Well,
yeah.
you certainly can sing. I think we've established that.
Oh, thank you.
And I first had the pleasure of hearing you in person. We first connected, I believe it was 2017 up at Brian Culbertson's festival.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we did that welcome dinner.
Yes.
Man, you just came in and just floored us all. It was really cool. And then to follow that up, it was such a blast to spend the Christmas season with you. I don't know if you remember, but we had that really fun tour with Huge Groove and Keiko Matsui, and I think that was the same year, 2017. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Can you believe it? That was
Crazy.
really a fun tour.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like the guests.
Yeah.
'Cause it was Keiko and Huge, and it's just like, it was really great to be a part of that. And, I know that my following grew a lot because of that tour.
Yeah.
People, probably you as well, and people who don't, well, you've been like on the scene for a long time, like longer than I have. So, maybe a lot of those people already knew who you were. But for me, I was brand new. Like my single Fool Me Once came out in 2016, and it was at number 1, and all of these, all of a sudden we're playing all around, and so that tour was definitely a really great exposure thing and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the band was just killing, and we were so much fun to play with, and
it was a blast. And speaking of that tune, you beat me to it. I was going to bring that up because you have the distinction of you're the first vocalist to have a number 1 on Billboard on the smooth jazz chart since Sade. So that's, that's not auspicious. I mean, that's a big deal. That's incredible. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I didn't even really know what it meant, I don't think, until we started then booking all these festivals and what I mean, because you need to have an amount of success to even be able to play at certain festivals. You need to. So that one, that single, that happening really changed my career.
Yeah.
It's really it's fun to look back on now, because like I said, at the time I don't even think I realized how important that actually was. It was amazing on Billboard and everything, but I didn't know what was going to happen after that. So
yeah,
it was really an amazing, life-changing thing.
is too much, and you can never handle it as such. Yeah. You never try to see it from my side. No matter how I look, I just don't know how to show you the way back to your heart. You gotta give me a sign so I know where to start. Never knowing how much I should give or when to stop. It's got me thinking this love will never make it to the top. You gotta show me the way back to your heart. You gotta give me a sign so I know where to start. Never knowing how much I should give or when to stop. Yeah, it's got me thinking this love will never make it to the top. Oh, you gotta show me the way. Yeah, you gotta give me a sign. Oh, never knowing how much. Oh, yeah, it's got me thinking it's love.
All right, y'all, this is my new single. It's called To the Top. Here we go. Oh, yes. How about that? We are having some fun tonight. Lindsey Webster, ladies and gentlemen. And then that last tune, that was the new single, To the Top, which I just feel so fortunate. This is a first for me. It was top 5 for 16 weeks and top 10 for even longer. So really appreciate the support out there. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, give a hand to the incredible Lindsey Webster. Wow. Really awesome. And we have more music for you, don't worry. We're just jumping in here for a little bit. Want to catch some of your comments. Of course, we have the cat cam coming here in a little bit. But real quick, want to let you all know, if you want to catch any of the music from tonight, of course, you can go to Lindsay's website and grab any of hers, lindsaywebster.com. And then if you want to grab any of mine, adamholly.com/shop. And one more time, real quick, don't want to beat you over the head, but if you want to be a blessing to us, keep the show going. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You can click those links in the description. So we're going to start off here real quick. I just wanted to say a few words about this gentleman that we lost this morning, Willie Payne. He was just such, as I mentioned earlier, just such a sweetheart and such a champion of music, and specifically contemporary jazz. You know, the San Diego Jazz Festival, Smooth Jazz Festival, was specifically smooth jazz and almost entirely instrumentalist. He was just a really big advocate for that, and I was trying to think back. I must have played 4 or 5 of his events over the years, and of course he was on the Dave Cott's crew so many times. I found this picture. This was from a few years ago, and a good friend of ours, Marilyn and Rick, threw a private party and had invited about, 60, 70 of their good friends, and were nice enough to have me be the entertainment. And so this was just a really fun night, and that's Willie and his daughter Angela. And so, our prayers go to the Payne family, and we're gonna miss you, Willie. We really are. So it's definitely a hard day, but we wanted to dedicate this show to Willie and to the Paynes, and hopefully he's watching, because we miss you, but we know you love the music. So I think it's about time to bring in my lovely wife. You know what time it is. It's time for the cat cam. There she is.
Hi.
Looking lovely
Thank
as
you.
usual. You got a little different outfit going on today. I like it. Got the glasses, got the shades. Here, let's
They're
go.
not shades.
They're not?
No.
What are they?
They're glasses.
They're glasses. Oh, okay. My bad. All right. There we are. Oh, I got to scoot over a little bit. There we go. Let me get center. There we go. So, Kat, first of all, I know you were watching the concert along with the rest of us, and
Yes.
people really digging it.
People loved it. They were just cheering right along with Lindsay. So many people were saying that they loved her music.
Yeah.
They loved her voice. I'll give a shout out to my sister. She's watching from
That's
Georgia.
right, Portia. What's
My
up?
sister Portia. Actually, they've been there about 2.5 years. They relocated there from here in SoCal. But she was saying, this is giving me life. And Creston Jordan, he's also here in SoCal. And he was saying that he loved the interview with Lindsay to get a nice little backstory. But everyone loves the interviews to get a little more information about the artist. So everyone always says they love that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Lori Erickson, she said that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When the first segment of the music was finished, but people
Okay.
are loving the concert with the band, and so many people were shouting out to the band members,
Yeah.
Darryl Williams, Eric Valentine, Keith. Just everyone is having a great time and enjoying it.
Yeah, shout out to the cats. They just really laid it down and killed it. Keith Slattery on keyboards, Mr. Chocolate Eric Valentine on drums, and DW, Daryl Williams on bass. So it's definitely a blast. Always fun making music with those guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sorry, we had a little interruption. Rufus
Oh, yes.
just made his way through the door here.
Let me see if I can get him on screen. Rufy, come here. Come here.
And he's getting groomed on Wednesday, so he's a little disheveled. Don't.
But we've been having people. Rufus is like the new star, and we've been having people ask for him. So, oh, where
There
are
he
you?
is.
There you are. I'm
He's
trying to
like,
get him.
what is
Here,
happening?
I'm gonna go to my camera for a second, so we got a little more space. There we go. There he is. Rufy. Oh, he's trying to lick me. He's trying to lick me. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. We went for a walk earlier today. We've been going on walks every afternoon, and he's been loving it. And so yeah, he's a little fluffy right now. Rufy, can you look over here? Oh, look at the camera. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's about all you're gonna get. But that's our family dog Rufus making a cameo.
Yes, he just made his way through the room here, just barged open the door. If any of you guys have house dogs, I'm sure you know what that's like. They just, go where they want and make their entrance. Let me see. We had a few of our friends watching.
Yeah.
We have Brian Washington Clay watching from Knoxville.
What's up, Brian?
I saw Jack Cohen down in San Diego.
Okay, what's up, Jack?
How are you guys
The
doing?
Cohens?
And then, of course, like I said, Creston Jordan. He's the one who says Magical Mondays.
That's right.
And we have Rhonda Kilpatrick also in San Diego.
Okay.
Rhonda's always supporting, always sending in her comments and just having a great time in the chat.
For sure.
Also,
what's up,
I
Rhonda?
saw my mom in there.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
And you have it written over there. Somebody asked specifically. Oh, Ed Mandler asked about Grammy. How is she doing? And she's coming along. She's improving. Well, you went over there and took her some supplies the other day. So I'll let you take it, Kat. How's Grammy doing? You got an even better update than I do.
Well, she definitely is slowly improving. What people don't know is that this virus takes such a toll on people's immune systems, their bodies. Some worse than others. There's people that have gotten COVID in March and they still have a cough or they still don't have taste. It affects your memory, like short-term memory. Some people have been experiencing hair loss, and so some symptoms that my mom did have, like her first symptom was loss of taste. She got her taste back, but some symptoms she's still experiencing, like extreme fatigue, headaches. She was complaining about face numbness over the weekend, but that subsided. And then of course she had the severe pneumonia in her lungs. So just getting back, breathing back to normal and being able to talk for a long time, laugh and stuff like that. It's just going to take a little while. And it's just so unknown. You don't know how people's bodies are going to respond. Some people are completely fine. Some people still have a cough for months. Some people, like I said, lose their hair. Some people start experiencing new symptoms even though they are negative. Their test is showing negative. So it's just so unknown, and it's really disheartening because all the people that have had COVID thus far and really for like the next year are really the test subjects, and we're kind of learning from what they're going through. So just please continue to keep her in your prayers.
Yes.
We're still hoping for just a full recovery, but we are just so thankful and giving God all the glory for how far she's come, but she still has a long way to go, but we're just staying positive. So thank you for asking.
Yeah, for sure.
And thank you guys so much for asking how she's doing and just keeping her in your thoughts.
For
so
sure.
that's great. And then who else? Oh, there is a Kenneth Barber.
Yeah.
He's watching from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Who else? We have Linda Dickinson.
Yeah.
Hi, Linda.
What's up,
She's
Linda?
always tuning in. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Marilyn
you.
and Rick also down
Yes.
in San Diego.
Always.
Cecil's always here.
Cecil, man. Check out his show if you haven't every Sunday. It's
Yes,
fantastic.
and I did see that Cecil had some T-shirts. I saw in the
Okay.
comments.
All right.
that-
All right. Grab your
that
shirt.
he had some T-shirts. So
Grab your Cecil shirt.
Make sure you connect with Cecil and get some information on how you can get a shirt.
For
and tune into his
sure.
show. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Especially with his wine knowledge and
Yeah.
obviously his amazing piano playing. So thank you, Cecil, for
Yeah,
always
thanks,
hanging
Cecil.
in with us.
Appreciate you.
And I think that's it. I mean, we have all of our regular people, and then plus people that are tuning in to watch Lindsay
Yeah.
and Keith, and then of course Eric and Daryl. So we have a lot of people, new people.
Awesome.
Dropping in.
And I think we got a couple questions over there.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay. So another from Keith Barber. He's in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
Ohio. He says he really enjoys your music, and he said, do you have any plans of collaborating with Earl Klugh?
Oh my goodness. Well, you you put me on the spot there. I think it's more, does he want to collaborate with me? But I can say, and you guys can see Rufus, just he wants to be a part of the whole thing here. Oh, that's okay. I got you. One thing that has been amazing is that I played Earl Klugh's festival in Kiowa Island, and this was a couple years ago, and then got invited back to do his festival in Colorado. Unfortunately, it got postponed, and it's supposed to be in late November now. So I have had the honor of doing his festival once and then being invited back. So really feel fortunate for that. And he's such a sweetheart, and his wife Denise. So they're fantastic. Of course, would love to make some music with him, but yeah, we've been making some music already. So appreciate that. Thank you, Earl and Denise.
Awesome. And Dick Stubig, he says,
Yeah.
another great night from the nicest guy in the world. Love the sound of that PRS.
Okay.
And he says, Wes Montgomery lives in you.
Oh, appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, I think it was Chris Atlas asked, what acts do I play? And there was your answer right there. It's a PRS, Paul Reed Smith. And those are made in Maryland, and they're great guitars, and they've been so supportive. They're just a really great company, and I got connected with them when I was with Jennifer Lopez in 2012, and so it's a funny story behind that. Everything had to be white. All the guitars, all the drums, all of the keyboards. And so I called up PRS. I said, can I get some white guitars? And they were just great. So shout out to Win and Bev over there. And I've been using it ever since. So it's a hollow body 2 is the model. And it's similar to like a 335, kind of like what you would see Larry Carlton play. So yeah, great guitar.
Awesome. And then I remember this question
Yeah.
from last week. We didn't get a chance to get to it, and
Okay.
I'm so sorry I didn't write down the name. But someone commented how amazing your skin looked.
Oh, that's right. I do remember because we were talking about it after the episode.
Yes.
They said, what is your skin regimen? Well, I'm going to put the camera directly on my wife. Bam. What is the skin regimen?
Well, the skin regimen, I buy all of Adam's skin products. And a lot of the times I have to remind him, did you exfoliate today? Did you put your moisturizer on, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, we are a clean household, so a lot of our products we use, everything is derived straight from the earth, so we don't use any perfumes and chemicals like that. So he does use some Shiseido Men's, the exfoliator, and a lot of Jack Black. Does that sound right? A lot of Jack Black. You can find it at like Nordstrom. I don't know if they have it at Macy's.
That sounds right. That's not the Jack Black from the movies, though,
No,
right?
it's not the Jack Black from the movies.
Because no offense to him, but I don't know if I want his regimen.
No, it's just a men's skincare. He uses Kiehl's on occasion, but a lot of Kiehl's products use a lot of nuts. And Adam has a minor nut allergy.
I do. Intolerance. Yeah, it's really strange. Like peanut butter, different things like that. If I eat too much of it, then it becomes an issue. I can have a little bit. So yeah, we just have to be careful.
Yeah. So those are the two main ones, Shiseido Men and Jack Black.
Yeah.
On occasion, I'll find him like using some of mine. And I'm like, where's my stuff?
You know what? And that's why I had to just direct it over to my lovely wife, because I have no idea. She just give me these products and said, put it on, rub it on, and I just do it. So
Marcus Anderson says, I need the Holly recipe for clear skin. I'll hook you up, Marcus.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And Linda Dickinson says, Jack Black is sold at Macy's and Dillard's.
There you go.
Dillard's. What is
Dillard's.
Dillard's? That's like Macy's. We don't have Dillard's here.
Yeah, I
So
think it's another. I definitely seen it in other parts of the country. Yeah, so I think it's a department store. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I do actually want to tell that
Okay.
a story
Yeah.
about your nut intolerance. It's
Oh,
not
no.
an intolerance. It's an allergy. So I make these cookies. I only make them at Christmas time, and it is a chocolate and peanut butter cookie, and then in the center I put blackberry jam. So they're extremely crispy on the outside, but because of the peanut butter and all the natural oil in the peanuts, the inside is super moist and soft. So Adam, before I can really let them cool and put them like on a cute platter, I make them for like our neighbors and little Adam's teachers and stuff. He'll go in and he'll start eating them, and he'll probably have like 10. And then he'll start scratching his throat and rubbing his nose, and he's like, oh, my tongue hurts. And he's like, but I'm just gonna have one more.
Right. Basically, I'm trying to find the amount I can eat right up to the threshold of not being able to breathe. But I have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. I do have a sweet tooth. So actually, right now I'm on a cleanse. I have not had dessert for 8 days, and so I'm trying to hang in there and keep it going. And
that's really good.
So
I had dessert last night. So
I
enjoyed it for you.
Thank you. Well, it's not as good as it sounds, because every day before those 8 days, I had about a container of ice cream per day. So I gotta go the other direction.
Container of ice cream.
I'm exaggerating, but you gotta enjoy yourself, and then you got to balance. You got to go back and forth. So
what do you say? Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them and when
know
to
when to hold them, know when to fold them. Hey. There you go.
Another question.
Okay.
We answered this question once before, but someone else asked it last week, and I didn't get to say it. Someone else was asking if you knew if you were going to have your Christmas show.
Yes. So, in fact, I'm glad you brought that up, because I have decided there will be a 3rd annual Adam Holly Christmas. The caveat is, it will be as a part of AH Live. It'll be a virtual concert, but we definitely want to be a blessing and helpful to our partner, the Arthritis Foundation. And they've been an incredible partner the last 2 years. It's just too challenging with just everything that's going on in the world to try to do a Christmas show in person and have fans come in. As you know, so many shows have been postponed. The Dave Koz Christmas tour got postponed. So it's just too unpredictable to try to book something, but we do want to do something. So I'm going to have a bunch of special guests, and we'll be raising funds for the Arthritis Foundation, and that will be in December. So definitely look for that, and I'll give you more details as they come. But it'll be an AH Live Adam Holly Christmas.
Right.
That's a lot of letters.
I'm trying to
I gotta condense it. I gotta
abbreviation.
condense it somehow, but we'll figure it out.
Yes. Someone else had asked, what would be your most favorite tour that you have done, like in your career?
Wow. Well, definitely, I pinch myself, and it's a thrill doing, my own Adam Holly tours. But aside from those, definitely the Jennifer Lopez tour was really cool. It was a 5-continent tour. We were out for 8 months straight, and and then every show was 20,000 people or 15,000 people, and so that probably was the most memorable one and the most bang for your buck. I mean, talk about, you start in South America and Central America for 3 weeks, then do the US and Canada for 2 months, then do Europe, Asia, Australia for 3 months, and then finish up in Puerto Rico. So it was pretty,
It was a long time that he was not home.
That's the downside. So, it's like glasses half full, glasses half empty. Obviously, it was a blessing doing that tour, but then, I was out of the United States for 2 months straight. And so 3 months straight. I take that back. So a part way through that, I remember flying you guys out, you and little Adam, when he was 3, to meet me in Ireland, and then we went down to London, and then you guys flew home, and then I was gone for 7 weeks after that and didn't see you guys, which was just heartbreaking. And you guys were crying in the airport. Oh, it was the worst. It was the worst. So it was great. It was great to do it, and it's great not to do it, because what I'm doing now, I just feel so fortunate for you fans out there just being supportive. And it's just such a blessing to be able to do my own shows, and just go out for a few days, do some shows, come back home, and then now you're traveling with me too. So we're together.
I know, right?
So no, it's definitely a blessing.
Chuck Campbell, he also asked, what about Chicago in October 2020? Isn't that like right around the corner.
Yeah, it's still scheduled. So fingers crossed. It's supposed to be myself, Vincent Ingala, and Nelson Rangel on Halloween night, October 31st. So,
well, fingers crossed that you don't catch the Rona.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah. So we'll see.
I mean, we would prefer it not to happen for everyone's safety, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, most things are getting postponed, but it's on the schedule for now. So we'll see.
Carla in Denver. Hi, Carla. How you doing? She says, if you were a fan and could only attend 3 festivals a year, which one would you choose?
Oh, wow.
I'm only laughing because it's so hard.
That's hard. Well, Seabreeze is always a pleasure.
Yeah, Seabreeze is fun.
So I'm going to put Seabreeze on there, and then kind of the opposite, Berks is so awesome, but then it's in March, and it's in the Northeast, so it's cold, but just so much great music. And, gosh, I guess I'm trying to. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm gonna make somebody mad. Leaving out. What's amazing is Catalina, and I was booked for that for this year, and it got postponed to 2021. So really looking forward to making that show up next year. And Catalina was one of the first big festivals that I booked. My first single was out in February, and I think in March or April. Art Good reached out and booked me to do it. So really feel fortunate for that. And I'll be coming back, I think, for the 3rd time. Or maybe
the third time.
So looking forward to that next year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
For some reason, what is like right at the top of my mind would be in Spain with Christian.
Oh, that was
and
incredible.
His wife.
That's the thing. See, you put me in an impossible. You need to ask me what are the top 60 festivals
I
because
know,
there's
right?
so many good ones. But yeah, going out to Europe to do. We've done both the one in Spain and in Portugal, so those are incredible. And then Smooth Hot Jazz in Madrid was amazing. So there's just so many good ones.
So many people are agreeing with you. They're saying yes to Catalina.
Yeah.
Seabreeze and Berks are awesome. Cheryl Walter says we saw you play in Catalina. Let me see. A few other people said they saw you in Catalina.
It's been since 2017 that I've been to Berks. So wink, wink, wink. Let them know you want me back because that is like the one big one that I have not been back to in a few years. So would love to get back there. So give them a little shout out. Say let's get some AH Live up in Berks.
Sean Campbell says any chance you would ever make it to Australia?
Well, we were there on the cruise, which was so awesome, the Dave Koz cruise. And also I went there with Dave before that, and we played in Melbourne for a week. So it was awesome. So hopefully would love to get back out there. Hey, let me know. Shoot me a message. If you got an insight, let me know. Let's figure it out. So awesome. I think we got time for one more. Anybody else
Let's
out
see.
there?
I believe it was from Mike Brown.
Okay. What's up, Mike? Mike Crystal.
How you guys doing? He says, what would be your most favorite small, intimate jazz clubs to play?
Oh, see, you're setting me up.
Yeah.
I know what the answer is. It's South. It's South in Philly. It was so much fun. And thank you, Mike. You were so supportive and helped bring some people out to the show. And shout out to Gerald Veasley, the host there. It was so much fun. And we were there in January. It was bitter cold.
Cold.
When we got done with the gig, it was like 16 degrees. And we were trying to pack up the car, get back to the hotel. But
I have this like faux fur jacket. It was like not doing anything. Whenever I wear it here in SoCal, like it's cute, but I'm kind of hot,
Yeah.
And there, it's still cute, but not keeping me warm.
Yeah. It was cold, but would love to go back. And as Mike said, come back in the summer. So I want to come back in either in the spring or the summer or the fall. Maybe just not the winter. No, I'll come back. If you want to book me in the winter, I'll come back. But no, South was awesome.
Kim C. NG. He says, are you coming to Singapore? But we were just in, not just.
Yeah, we were there a couple years ago. You got to talk to my buddy, Daniel Chia. Daniel, work it out. Fantastic saxophonist. I'm working on his next album. And he's the reason I've played there the last couple times. So hope to come back soon, for sure.
And let me tell you guys what a great guy Mike Brown is. When we were there for the, it was like an
Penn's
outdoors.
Landing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, I have to take you guys to get like some authentic Philly
The real
cheesesteak.
deal.
So we like went to like where the locals go, and it was so cool. But I tasted just a little bit, but I don't eat meat, so I was like, I'm really craving just pizza. I just want some cheese pizza. So he took me to like this bomb spot, but the line was out the door and it was raining. And he just took it like a champ. He's like, no, you want some pizza? We're going to wait. So he waited with us in the rain for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
at like midnight.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, and we got the authentic Philly
Yeah.
experience. Not only the food, but the just the vibe down there. People were just out
It was
hanging.
cool.
And so we appreciate you, Mike. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
And a really fun gig too, Penn's Landing. That's a really cool spot. So
Where they had
yeah.
fried Oreos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never had a fried Oreo. It sounds like I would have a heart attack next week, but a lot of people say that it's really good.
yeah. Still need to try it. Yeah. So, well, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Kat.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. It's Kat with the Cat Cam.
Bye.
All right. See ya. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, real quick. And by the way, we have some more music. Yes, we're not done. I've got 2 more songs for you guys from myself and Lindsay. But real quick, before we do that, I want to let you know what's going on the rest of the month. So, next week, it's part 2 of featuring Lindsay Webster, episode 19. We've got 6 more songs for you guys. So we're not done with the festivities. Make sure you tune in next week. It's going to be incredible. 6 more songs other than what you heard today. So I'm really excited about that. And for the rest of the month, we have another diva, Mesa, August 17th. Mr. Chicago, Nick Coleone, coming up August 24th. And we've got a doubleheader on August 31st. Daryl Williams, who's joining us tonight, and Gino Rosario, a fantastic piano player, all the way from Curacao. I produced a couple of songs for him, and he's got a new single coming out. And Daryl was nice enough to play bass on this show tonight, but he's had a bunch of big hits on the jazz charts and tours on his own as well. So we're going to enjoy hearing from him and hearing some of his original music. It's fantastic. So I don't want to go any longer without getting us back to the music. Here's a couple more songs. Here we go. All right, this is a tune off of my new record. It's called Thinking of You, and it was written for my lovely wife, Kat. This goes out to you, Kat. Hope you all enjoy it out there.
We released an album back in March titled A Woman Like Me. This is the first single from that. It's called Feels Like Forever.
Oh, yes. Wasn't that incredible? The one and only Lindsey Webster. Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, we have more in store. That's right. We'll see you next week, August 10th, for episode 19, part 2 of myself and Lindsey Webster. We got 6 more songs for you guys, and so make sure you tune in. Don't miss it. One more time, if you want to help out, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, you can just click the links in the description. We appreciate everyone that's been so supportive since the beginning. Thank you so much. Helps keep the show going. And we hope to see you next week, part 2, Lindsey Webster. See you there.